Everybody is shocked and appalled by the horrific, horrible, disgusting shooting this morning of members of Congress and of brave Capitol Hill police officers. A guy literally just went into their practice field and stood there with a high-powered rifle and literally hunted them, one at a time, shooting them, striking a number of them. We hope that they are all able to recover. But every time there's an incident like this, the left and the right spin it in their own direction. The left takes it and says, oh, we need more gun control. The right spins it and talks about illegal immigration or something like that. We don't yet know much about the shooter. But there is one fundamental salient fact that we all have to hang on to. There is now very convincing, and I would say incontrovertible evidence over the last more than 20 years that the solution to gun violence is guns. Since 1993, gun ownership in the United States has gone up by 49%. And since 1993, gun homicides are down by 56%. And year after year after year, the gun ownership goes up and the homicides with guns goes down. Clearly, people are protecting themselves. And many of the congressmen who were under fire this morning said that if the Capitol police officers had not been there with their guns, every one of them would have died because there was nothing to stop this guy. Now, that really gives us two fundamental lessons. Number one, that we should not be stopping guns, we should be permitting them. The other is that we have to really rethink our definition of where you need security and how to do it. We can't just ignore the facts of life in the modern world. For example, the only members of Congress that have security protection are the leadership. And Scalise, the majority whip in the House, Republican, was on that playing field, and as a result, his detail of Capitol Hill police armed were there and were able to shoot the shooter before he could kill everybody. Had they not been there, had Scalise himself not been there, and it was only ordinary congressmen, there would not have been a police officer present, and many of those congressmen would be dead now. Similarly, in massacres in schools, where you don't have metal detectors and you don't have guards x-raying bags as they come in, or rock concerts, and such as we've seen all over the world, there is an absolute need for a markedly, substantially greater level of security than we're now used to. It literally should not be possible for a significant number of people to gather in a public place without some sort of security. This will mean a lot more cops, a lot more guards, a lot more equipment, but so be it. That's the world we live in, and we don't make it any better by denial. Thanks for watching.